Hey guys, what's up? Good evening. Welcome back. Welcome back to another live stream. Live from Charlotte in North Carolina. Can you guys hear me? Or even see me? I don't know. I should be live. I'm thinking. Let's see. But my stream seems to be offline. So welcome back. Please drop a comment down below and let me know what stocks you guys want me to go over. Jonathan Torres, let's go, he says. So I'm live. Even though I can't still see myself. There I am. Okay, so everything is good with my audio. So welcome back, guys. What a boring trading session we had today. I had to take a couple of trades with GameStop. There was pretty much nothing to do with the SPY, unfortunately. It wasn't a trader's tape at all. We had yet again another narrow ranging trading session, but maybe we're going to have a bit of fun tomorrow because we have the jobs report of May coming out at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So we might see some volatility tomorrow, hopefully. Let's hope so, okay? So please drop a comment. Let me know what stocks you guys want me to go over. And in the meantime, I am going to make a summary of what happened today. So today we had some sort of little red day in the markets. The Russell 2000 went down 0.70%. The Nasdaq went down 0.09%. The Dow ended up in the green. Ended up closing the trading session in the green. Not by much. 78 points or up 78 points, 0.20%. And the S&P 500 pretty much closed flat, down 0.02%. Take a look at the session that we had today, guys. A very tough tape to trade. Look. So the high was $535.41, $535.41, a brand new all-time highs, by the way, in the case of the SPY. And the low was $582.69. Not really much movement. Yeah, the live is on. Welcome back. The Kalela Dulainsi. There you go. JCL. Okay. Jonathan Fowler. Is the live stream going on yet? I can't hear anything. Yeah, we're live, bro. Yeah. We are live from North Carolina. Okay, so a little bit of red today, guys. Keep in mind that tomorrow, as I just said, we have the jobs report of May coming out. So I am obviously going to go over the SPY, but whatever is going to happen with the SPY tomorrow is going to depend on whatever the jobs report says or states, but most importantly, it is going to depend upon the reaction of the markets once the jobs report of May is posted. I am interested in Reddit. Sure, not a problem. We'll go over it. Hey, what's up, Jacob? Good job today, buddy. What's up, bro? So when it comes to my pre-market commentary, guys, the one that I am posting on Discord, I usually post my pre-market commentary at around 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So tomorrow, do keep in mind that I am going to be posting that information later than usual because we need to wait for the jobs report to come out. We need to evaluate the reaction of the markets to that report. And then I guess that at around 9 a.m., 9:15 a.m., a bit before the trading session opens, I am going to be posting my pre-market commentary and defining or letting you guys know the most important areas of interest for tomorrow's trading session. Can you check bros, Uber? Absolutely. Yeah, sure. That's what I am here for. Just let me know what stocks you guys want me to go over. If we take a look at the sectors of the markets, today we had some sort of mixed day because even though the major indices went down today, other than the Dow, but the Dow only went up 0.20%. we had some green when it comes to the sectors that trade inside the S&P 500. So the best performing sector today was consumer discretionary, up 0.73%. I think that Tesla went up today, if I'm not mistaken. So Tesla is obviously the second largest holding inside consumer discretionary. So that ended up helping XLY and Amazon. Yeah, Amazon also had a very good day today, up 2%. Energy up 0.52%. XLV healthcare went up 0.33%. Consumer staples up 0.31%. Real estate up 0.16%. And materials up 0.11%. And communication services up 0.06%. So most of the sectors went up today. But obviously, guys, if you have the tech sector, the almighty tech sector going down, and it went down today 0.33%, the SPY at this moment, guys, it just can't go up without the participation of the tech sector. This sector is extremely heavy in the SPY. So if the tech sector goes down, and even though most of the sectors went up today, the SPY is unable to pull off a green day. So that is just, as of now, the truth of the matter. The tech sector, as of now, guys, market cap wise, represents almost 30% of the S&P 500. Unbelievable. Wow. The market concentration that we are seeing as of now is unbelievable. And needless to say, guys, the tech sector as of now is pretty much tracking SMH, the semiconductor ETF, and obviously Nvda. So we can, at this point, or at this moment, guys, we can pretty much say and state that wherever Nvda goes, so does the market. Unbelievable. Okay, the industrial sector went down today 0.89%, and utilities went down 1.04%. If we take a look at the SPY, and again, guys, you don't need to be worried about the SPY. You guys know that I am usually very active on Discord, calling out the areas of interest of the SPY throughout the trading session. Usually when we have these kind of boring and slow trading sessions, I am not very active on Discord. But you guys know that whenever volatility picks up, I am very active on Discord, letting you guys know the most important areas of interest of the SPY. So you don't need to worry about the SPY. But take a look. We have been talking about this trend line. Okay, this is the trend line that I have been telling you guys about since a few weeks ago. So for those who, hold on here. Okay, so for those who don't know about the trend line, this is what it is. So this is a trend line, guys, that comes from October of 2007, as you guys can see over here. Okay, then this trend line also connects with the former all-time highs of the SPY back from 2022, as you guys can see over here. The SPY made a new all-time highs that was, if I remember correctly, in early 2022. And then it also connects with the former all-time highs of the SPY back from mid-May. So let me pull up here a 4-hour chart and take a look at this. So this is the trend line, guys. The markets know about the trend line. No doubt about it, guys. So if we take a look at a 4-hour chart of the SPY, what do you guys see over here? Let me zoom out. The trend is up, and the trend is our friend. The SPY looks super bullish. No doubt about it. So take a look. Over here, you guys can see the 100-day moving average clearly uptrending. The 20-day moving average also clearly uptrending. The same goes for the 50 and the 5-day moving average. Super bullish. But on top of that, the SPY closed today's trading session above the trend line. And take a look, guys, at how the trend line acted as resistance back in May on multiple occasions. So closing today's trading session above the trend line, and by the way, as of now, the trend line comes in at $532.50. So as long as the SPY remains trading above the trend line, so above $532.50, this is bullish, and this is pretty much signaling that we have higher prices coming up for the SPY, more likely than not. That being said, you have to keep in mind that tomorrow at 8:30 a.m., we have the jobs report of May coming out. If that report happens to come out very overheated and showing, let's say, a higher than expected average hourly earnings, which happens to be the most important metric of the jobs report. So, in other words, if the reaction of the market happens to be negative relative to whatever that report says, which is obviously a total lie, but I am not going to talk about that subject on this stream. So if the reaction of the market happens to be negative, yeah, we might see the SPY trading tomorrow below the trend line, so below 532.50, and why not below the 5-day moving average, so below $530.50-ish. But again, you don't need to worry about the SPY. So I am going to be once again tomorrow letting you guys know what you have to do in the case of the SPY. Okay, but as of now, guys, the trend is up. The SPY looks super bullish. And obviously, I know that most of you guys want to short the SPY or want to buy puts because, I don't know, the markets have gone up too much or whatever. But remember, guys, if you want to short a clear uptrend, such as the one that we are witnessing in the case of the SPY, we need to look for clear signs or signals of a trend change. Do we have clear sign or signals of a trend change over here? Of course not. The trend is up. So the SPY is innocent until proven guilty. And as of now, it looks like we have higher prices coming up for the SPY. Okay. Let's go with Reddit. Well, this is the first time that you guys ask about Reddit. Reddit. By the way, you guys saw what is going on after hours with GameStop, right? It's crazy. What is going on with GameStop after hours? This is the stock that I traded today, guys. I took 2 day trades with GameStop. Take a look, $46. Jesus Christ. And apparently, Rodin Kitty is going to be streaming, I guess, tomorrow at noon, or is it at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time? This is going to be fun today for sure. Take a look, guys. So today I took 2 day trades with GameStop. This is the first one. No, this one was with Super Microcomputer. So this was the second day trade that I took with GameStop. I ended up making over here $138, and this was the first one. By the way, this wasn't a day trade. Yesterday I purchased 50 shares of GameStop, and I closed these shares today making $123. And then today, there is a very important level, technical level, in the case of GameStop, slightly above $42. So into the closing bell, this was a trade that I took at around 3 p.m., something like that. I saw GameStop consolidating slightly above $42. I purchased 75 shares. I would not purchase GameStop options. Do not do it, guys. Listen up. Do not do it. The implied volatility of GameStop is 650%. It is extremely hard to profit out of GameStop with such a high implied volatility. So keep that in mind. If you guys are thinking about, taking a trade on GameStop and stuff because we have a squeeze coming or whatever, do it with shares. Do not buy GameStop options. So this was the second trade. This was the day trade that I actually took today because the other one was a trade that I started yesterday. Over here, I made $138. I had to trade GameStop, guys, because today we couldn't do anything SPY-wise. Okay, Reddit. Let's go back to Reddit. Reddit reminded me about Rotting Kitty. So Reddit went up today 5.64%, and it closed the trading session at $63.46. Hey guys, let me ask you. I don't know about this. Do you guys think that Reddit is some way, somehow related to the price action of GameStop? I haven't thought about this actually. Maybe this could be a beneficiary if tomorrow we happen to see, or if in the upcoming days we happen to see some sort of big squeeze in the case of GameStop. Who knows? The short looks bullish above the 5 and the 20-day moving average. Let me draw a line over here. I don't know, guys. I would say that we have a potential upcoming level of overhead supply or upcoming level of resistance at $64.60. We can round this up, $65. So maybe if the bulls of Reddit can consolidate above $65, that could be signaling that they are gathering momentum in order to fill the next important gap up to $75. So this is a previous resistance back from March 26th. This could be a trade in the case of Reddit, guys. And by the way, guys, these kind of stocks such as Reddit, AMC, and mind you, I do trade these kind of stocks. Okay, you guys know what I'm talking about. I am talking about meme stocks. You want to trade these stocks on momentum. That is critical. Natasha says that yes, that Reddit is kind of related to GameStop. So you want to trade these stocks on momentum, like, breaking potential areas of resistance to the upside. That's what you want to do in the case of Reddit. So, in other words, say that Reddit retraces tomorrow down to the convergence of the 5 and the 20-day moving average, $57.29. I am going to draw a line over here. We can notice that $57-ish happens to be a previous support back from May 20th, and also a previous support back from May 16th that coincides with the 5 and the 20-day moving average. So this is a potential area from which Reddit could be bouncing back up in case of some sort of retracement. Fair enough. Would I be interested in taking this trade the way that I just told you guys about? No. Reddit is another momentum stock. So the trade that I would be thinking about would be either Reddit breaking out from $65, so breaking to the upside this previous level of resistance back from May 14th, or maybe breaking this support at $57 to the downside and recapturing it and consolidating above $57. So ideally, guys, with these kind of stocks such as Reddit and AMC and GameStop, you guys want to see volume picking up, and you guys want to see these kind of stocks breaking areas of resistance to the upside. That is the way in which you can try to trade these kind of tickers. Momentum, that is critical. And that is the case of Reddit, obviously, right? Another meme stock. Okay, let me take a look, guys. Let me see if I can see any anchor VWAPs in the case of Reddit that could be worth pointing out. Let's see. So let me display an anchor VWAP here, guys, from the all-time highs of Reddit at $74. Take a look, $54. So pretty much we don't have any market participants losing money over here, which is this is positive. This could be signaling that Reddit is heading higher. And let me display another anchor VWAP from this high at 60 that Reddit hit back on May 17th at $65. Take a look, $58. So we don't have any buyers trapped over here, and that implies that we don't have any important levels of overhead supply above the current price of Reddit. So say that GameStop goes on a tear tomorrow, or I don't know, maybe after hours, whatever it is, and you guys see Reddit breaking or bursting above $65, this is bullish, guys. This could be signaling that this stock is going higher. I am actually going to put Reddit over here on a sticky note, and I am going to keep an eye on it. Let me take a look at the market structure of Reddit, guys. Supply and demand. Do I have Reddit available here? I mean, let me see. So, yeah, I do have it available. Okay, so this is a market structure chart. This is a tool that I use on a daily basis, guys. What you guys can see over here, on top of this chart, this is the demand. What is the demand? Buyers. And at the bottom of this chart, what you guys can see, the supply, sellers. So ideally, what do we want to see when it comes to the market structure of any given stock? We want to see the demand rising and the supply going down. And that is exactly what we are seeing over here in the case of Reddit, guys. Take a look at the supply. It is rising and the supply is going down. Very good looking. This is a very good looking market structure in the case of Reddit. So Reddit bursts above $65. And I am probably maybe grabbing calls here, guys. So thank you very much. Thank you very much, Dikalela, for bringing it up. Okay, Reddit, and there you go. Okay, Meta platforms. They traded Meta yesterday. No, I purchased one collapsion of Meta last Tuesday, and I closed that trade yesterday. Meta platforms. So it went down today 0.26%, and it closed the trading session at $493.76. This is a very good looking chart, guys. Above all the moving averages. Today we saw a little red day over here. Nothing to be concerned about when it comes to the bulls. So take a look, an upward sloping 200 DMA, upward sloping 100 DMA, also above the 50-day moving average and above the 20 and the 5-day moving average. This chart is saying, it is pretty much, let's say, insinuating that Meta has an appointment with, I would say more likely than not, higher prices. So if we see a bit more of profit taking over here in the case of Meta, guys, keep an eye on $483. $483 is a previous resistance back from May 16th. It is also a previous resistance back from May 28th. That coincides with the convergence of the 50 and the 5-day moving average. I think that in regular market conditions, guys, you never know what is going to happen, guys. Maybe, I don't know, the jobs report of tomorrow happens to come out super overheated, and the average hourly earnings comes out super overheated, and the markets, freak out and stuff like that. You never know. I'm not saying that is going to actually happen, but I'm just saying, okay? So in regular market conditions, I think that a test of $484 could be a buy the dip opportunity, and Meta could be bouncing back up from there. I'm thinking this is a very good looking chart. Let me take a look at Anchor VWAPs in the case of Meta platforms. Let's see, Meta. By the way, guys, and this is not related with the technical analysis. You guys know that I love, actually, fundamental analysis. I love it. And that is a weird, I would say that is a weird, actually, characteristic that I have as a trader, because most traders don't give a fuck about, fundamental analysis, but that isn't my case. Okay. I love, like taking a look at income statements and and cash flow statements and stuff like that. Whenever, and that could eventually happen, whenever we see a decent drop in the markets, from a fundamental standpoint, the institutions, or I would say that the very first dip that is likely to be bought up is going to be Meta's dip. Out of all of these 7 magnificent stocks, you guys know what I am talking about, the Googles of the world, and the Metas of the world, and the Teslas of the world, and the Nvidias of the world as well. The cheapest stock from a valuation standpoint is Meta. So whenever we see, I don't know, a drop in the Qs of, say, 5%, 10%, it can happen. I'm not saying that it is going to happen tomorrow, but it can happen eventually. The very first dip that the institutions are going to be interested in buying is going to be Meta's dip. Mark my words. And I never speak in absolute terms about the markets. But from a valuation standpoint, I think that the stock of this company has a very high likelihood of being bought up before the dips in the other stocks get bought up. Apples and Nvdas, and you guys know what I'm talking about. Okay. So if we take a look at some anchor VWAPs here, guys, I am going to point out two anchor VWAPs. So the first one that comes from the all-time highs of Meta, which was hit back on April 8th. So the market participants that started positions on Meta when it hit $529 back in early April. So these market participants, as of now, have an average price of $470. They are making money here. And take a look at this other anchor VWAP, this one that I am pointing out with my mouse. So this is an anchor VWAP, an anchor volume weighted average price line that comes from the first trading session of this year. These market participants have an average price of $458. So what is the model of the study here? We don't have, I guess that there are some buyers trapped above the current price of, well, what is going on? Well, Palantir just fell off a cliff, guys. I don't know if something happened with Palantir. It just fell off a cliff. Maybe it's a glitch. Okay. So the model of the study here is we can have obviously some buyers trapped here and there above the current price of Meta, but we don't have important levels of overhead supply above the current price of Meta. So we don't have a lot of areas of let's say we didn't have important areas of overhead resistance above the current price of Meta platforms. So above $483, we have, I think, higher prices coming up for Meta more likely than not. Let me take a look at the market structure. It was a glitch. Yeah, so Palantir is back at $23.74. Okay. Let me take a look at Meta. The market structure, the supply and the demand. Let's see. Are the sellers making any progress in minor time frames? Yes, they are. Take a look, guys. So remember, when it comes to the market structure, we want to see the demand rising, so more buyers, and the supply going down. So remember, on top of this chart, you guys can see the demand or buyers, and at the bottom, you guys can see the supply. Take a look at the demand. It's flat, which is good. It's good. But the supply is starting to rise. So be careful with the 5-day moving average near $483. This support has to be held as such by the buyers, so we can see higher prices in the case of Meta. If $483 is broken to the downside, then maybe we could see sellers starting to gain a bit more of control, or starting to gain control, not a bit more. We could see sellers starting to gain a bit of control in the case of Meta in minor time frames, in which case, maybe, why not, we could see a further drop down to the upward sloping 100-day moving average at $470. There you go. Nice to hear this. Anytime, Niyad. So we have more people on the live chat. Today it hit 502. Will it? Oh, yeah. I mean, it is very likely. It will go up to 502 again. I mean, if the Qs keep going higher, guys, Meta is going to be following the Qs. Sure. The chart looks bullish, guys. This is a good looking chart. Sure. Okay, we have Uber. I think that Uber was upgraded today. Let's take a look at Uber. It went up today 4.68%. I am losing money on Uber, guys. I have July 19th calls, and I am holding the bag as of now, but I still have extrinsic value over here. And I am about to be in the money, I think. So I have, guys, let me see. Yeah, 70 calls expiring on July 19th. Okay, so I do care about Uber. I am losing money here as of now. Okay, Uber went up today 4.68%, and it closed the trading session at $68.90. So take a look, guys. Take a look at the spot at which the bulls of Uber found resistance at today. The 50-day moving average found resistance today. And why? Well, because take a look at the slope of this 50-day moving average. It is downward sloping. Remember, guys, and I mean, I guess that I must sound like a broken record because I told you guys this over and over again on every single one of my streams. The slope of the moving averages is extremely important. So this 50 DMA is downward sloping. So what happened today when it was tested as resistance? The bulls weren't able to take it out. The bulls weren't able to burst above $69.40. So if you guys want to start a trade on Uber, say tomorrow, you guys want to see Uber taking out, or you guys want to see Uber bursting above this 50-day moving average. So Uber above $70, super bullish. Say that Uber can close candles above 70 bucks, or say that Uber can consolidate above $70, then that could be signaling that the bulls are gathering momentum in order to fill the next important gap up to none other than the 100 DMA, 100-day moving average. So from, say that any of you guys can take this trade the way that I am describing it over here, from $70-ish up to $71.84. This could represent a 3% profit trade. Nothing but nothing to sneeze at all. So Uber above 70 bucks bullish, and below $70, I don't know, be careful, okay? Yeah, I mean, I don't know, maybe a retracement. Say that Uber fails again at the 50. I don't know, guys. Maybe a pullback down to 77 bucks could be a buy. This is a previous support back from April 25th, and also a previous resistance back from May 13th. Yeah, this could be a possibility. Okay, buy the dip, 67 bucks. But ideally, and I guess that I am some sort of momentum trade, and I do like to trade uptrends. I would like to see Uber above 70 bucks. And well, I hope my calls are going to be making money sooner rather than later. Let me see Anchor VWAPs, my favorite technical indicator, guys. So let me pull it up. Uber Technologies. Take a look, guys. What a coincidence. Take a look. So this Anchor VWAP, this Anchor volume weighted average price line that I am pointing out with my mouse, comes from where, guys? Comes from all-time highs. Uber hit $81-ish back on March 4th. And take a look at the average price that the market participants of Uber that started their positions when Uber hit all-time highs have as of now. $70. That's why Uber failed today right at, let me see. Did it fail? Almost at 70 bucks. So these market participants, guys, that were losing money on Uber, some of them did, obviously, until today, they closed their positions as soon as they were breaking even. That's why I use Anchor VWAPs in order to determine potential areas of support and overhead supply or resistance. So this reinforces what I just told you guys. Above 70 bucks, you can think about going long Uber. And below 70 bucks, I don't know. I mean, yeah, maybe it's a retracement, a little, some sort of little pullback down to 67 bucks. But ideally, Uber above 70 bucks is potentially signaling that we have higher prices coming up for Uber. And lastly, let me take a look at the market structure of Uber. What do we see over here? Let's see Uber Technologies. Let me take a sip of Sprite here, guys. And yeah, I mean, the demand is starting to rise and the supply is starting to, we can make a case that the supply is maybe starting to go down. This is positive from a market structure standpoint. Okay, let me take a sip of Sprite. What else? So we went over Reddit, Uber, Meta. What other requests do we have here, guys? Let's see. Disney. Sure, let's take a look at Disney. What do you guys think about Nvda, guys? Who of you already has 10 shares of Nvda? What about Nvda? There you go. You read my mind. So raise your hand. Raise your hand. Who of you guys has Nvda shares? Are you guys holding into the split? I don't know. Maybe you guys are holding for the next 5 years. Who knows? Yeah, we'll go over Nvda. No worries. Okay. Disney, not a good looking chart. It goes down today 0.29%, and it closed the trading session at $101.21. Had it, but sold today to take profit. That's fine. No one has never ever gone bankrupt by taking profit. There's nothing wrong with that. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. Okay, not a good looking chart, guys. This is a no touch below the 50, the 100, the 20, the 5-day moving average. You don't touch Disney unless you see buyers showing some sort of strength here, guys. By maybe what could be signaling that the buyers are trying to regain control of Disney. Well, bursting above $103, the 20-day moving average. This is not a good looking chart. It is signaling more downside for Disney, more likely than not. And yes, obviously, guys, and this is a stock that has an important institutional participation. So maybe we could see a bit of interest at the upward sloping 200-day moving average, $97.42. This is a spot from which potentially Disney could be bouncing back up. But if you guys want to start a brand new position in Disney, you don't touch it unless you see it consolidating above $103. This is an easy one. Okay, let me see if the market structure of Disney is signaling something positive in the case of Disney. Let's see, what do we have here? Yes, kind of. Take a look. The demand is flat. So we didn't have buyers like stepping out or walking away from Disney. And the supply or sellers is starting to go down. So maybe we could see Disney bursting above $103, and you guys could think about starting a trade over here. And if we take a look at anchor VWAPs, what do we see here? Where are the buyers trapped at? Disney, let's see, DIS. Wow, all over the place, guys. So this is an anchor VWAP that comes from all-time highs. Wow, we have people with positions on Disney, guys, with an average cost of $117. Jesus Christ. And let me display an anchor VWAP from the last earnings report of Disney and take a look. Is this? Yeah. So if we take a look at an anchor VWAP from the last earnings report of Disney, we get an average price of guess what, guys? $103. A no touch below $103 for Disney. Okay, so we have triers. We can say that the most recent buyers in Disney are trapped at $103. So you don't touch this stock from a long standpoint below $103. Okay, Nvda. Let's go ahead and take a look at Nvda. Let me ask you guys. I have 9208 average causing shares. Also, you're making money there, JCL. Might look to sell and move funds to Nvda. There you go. Let me see. Disney. So, I mean, you have a good average price here. Bro, ideally, you don't want to see Disney breaking the 200-day moving average to the downside. So if I were you, I would be putting a sell order slightly below the 200-day moving average, say $95, $96. If Disney breaks the 200-day moving average to the downside, so if buyers do not step in at the semi-ascending 200-day moving average, this would be good night Irene for Disney, guys. This would be a sign of capitulation. This would be very negative. That's what I would do if I were you, obviously. Okay, so circling back to Nvda. So the split goes through on Monday. So on Monday, Nvda is going to be reflecting the new price, split adjusted, right? Well, thanks again. Absolutely. Did take profits when they were over 110, but definitely going to pay attention anything lower than 100. Sure. Perfect. Awesome. It is going down after hours, I think. Let's see. I don't know. Yeah, it went down today 1.18%, and it closed the trading session at $1,209. Go figure. So, guys, we have a correction coming up in the case of Nvda. I never talk in absolute terms, but I am going to do it this time around. We have a correction coming in Nvda, 1,000,000% guaranteed. We cannot set a date, so Nvda can keep going higher. Not a problem, of course. This is an uptrend. Take a look. Upward sloping 200 DMA, upward sloping 100 DMA. The same goes for the 50, the 20, and the 5-day moving average. What is going to happen tomorrow? We don't know, guys. Are we going to see a rally into the closing bell ahead of the split? Yeah, it could happen. Are we going to see profit taken ahead of the split? Of course, that can also happen. So we have a correction coming up over here, obviously, guys. And needless to say, any significant dip on Nvda is going to end up being bought up. 1,000,000% guaranteed, unless something unexpected happens. Say, China invades Taiwan. That is a super crazy situation that the markets obviously haven't priced in. I don't know, something very negative happens. I don't know, maybe Nvda is cooking the books. We have some bears out there saying that Nvda is cooking the books. I don't think that is the case. But whatever. So, long story short, unless something unexpected happens, say that Nvda falls 10%, guys. We are looking at, take a look, a regular 10% correction, guys, would bring Nvda down to $1,087. Do you guys think that this would be something out of the ordinary? Of course not. It would actually be healthy for Nvda. It will see some sort of correction. So the question in the case of Nvda would be, where are we going to be buying the dip? Split adjusted, because I think that the correction is going to occur from next Monday and on. So that is going to happen. No doubt in my mind. So as of now, guys, the trend is up. If you guys want to maybe start a position on Nvda tomorrow ahead of the split, the only, or I would say that the first potential support that I can visualize here, support-wise, would be the upward sloping 5-day moving average. What about Nvda paying a visit down to $1,170? So get this, guys. If Nvda drops down to $1,170, this would be a 7% drop from its all-time highs. And I was talking about this with the guys of my Patreon today, guys. Check this out. Nvda fell today from $1,255 down to $1,184. And most people did not even notice. The stock has gone up too much. Too much. And obviously we'll see what the SPY and the Qs do if we happen to see a 20 or 20% correction on Nvda. So for those who are holding Nvda shares as of now, be ready, guys. You need to prepare your stomach. We have a correction coming here for sure. And in my opinion, unless something unexpected happens, as I just said, this is going to be none other than another buy the dip opportunity. So in my case, if I wanted to start a trade on Nvda, say tomorrow, I would be keeping an eye on this 5-day moving average, $1,160-ish. Let me take, I am not going to use any anchor VWAP, or maybe I can. So we are already seeing a 7% drop. So let me use an anchor VWAP here, guys. From all-time highs. What do I get here? Let me see. Okay, hold. No, okay. I don't know. I mean, I cannot even display. Yeah, because Nvda hit an all-time highs today, guys, right? Let me see. Yeah, it was today. I can use a VWAP. So hold on for a second here, guys. So we must have some buyers trapped here. Let me pull up a VWAP. A volume weighted average price line. Apply. There you go. Take a look, guys. So the average price of the market participants that started positions on Nvidia as soon as it hit $1,256, they have an average price of $1,210. So this is the only area of quote unquote resistance that we can point out over here, guys. So say that Nvidia tomorrow opens the trading session above $1,210, it can easily be gathering momentum in order to go up to all-time highs, $1,255. Yeah, so Nvidia hit today yet again a brand new all-time high. So that's why I couldn't display the anchor VWAP. So that's why I just displayed the VWAP. So above $1,210, maybe we could see tomorrow new test of the all-time highs that Nvidia made today, and a retracement down to $1,170 tomorrow, maybe as soon as the trading session opens or something like that. Could be a buy the dip opportunity ahead of the split. If we take a look at the market structure of Nvidia, supply and demand, let's see, what do we have here? And okay, the demand is through the roof. As you guys can see over here, remember on top of this market structure chart, you guys can see the demand or sell or buyer, sorry. The demand is through the roof and the supply is also rising, and it just burst above the average. When I say average, I am talking about this dotted line that I am pointing out with my mouse. So sellers are starting to step in here, guys. So watch out for a test of $1,170 in tomorrow's trading session. Super microcomputer. Wow, guys, that is a ticker that I am trading pretty much on a daily basis. Let me hold on. Let me remove the VWAP. This is a pain in the neck in order to do technical analysis. There you go. So get this, guys. Today I day traded super micro. I ended up making $212. And mind you, guys, I am not a trader of downtrends. I can say that I do not trade downtrends, but in the case of super microcomputer, I am making an exception to the rule because this is a stock that if you know your levels to the penny, and if you trade it based on momentum, you can make some good money out of it. So in the case of super microcomputer, guys, I do what I told you guys to potentially do in the case of Reddit. I wait for SMCI to break a level of support to the downside. And if that support happens to be recaptured by the buyers, I open positions. And mind you, guys, every single time that I have traded super microcomputer, I do it with shares. I don't have the stomach in order to trade options with super microcomputer. I do not have the stomach. I have been doing this for a lot of years, and I think that one of the characteristics of a professional trader is recognizing how far your stomach can go before taking a trade. I do not have the stomach in order to trade super microcomputer with options, so I do it with shares. Nvda asks, it is favorable for me as a trade uptrend, but important thing is to know when and where to buy. Yeah, correct. So in the case of SMCI, guys, take a look. This is a downtrend below the 50, the 20, the 100-day moving average, and the bulls weren't able to recapture today the 5-day moving average. So this is not a good looking chart. And I mean, on the flip side, we can make a case that in major time frames, we have the 20-day moving average upward sloping. So there's still hope out there for the bulls. Let's just put it that way. So in my case, guys, I have been taking trades in the case of Supermicro from $760. And again, guys, I am pretty much trading this ticker on a daily basis. So $760 acted as support today. Take a look. It bounced back up from $760. It also acted as support. This was back on May 31st. It also acted as support back on May 13th. And this is also a previous resistance back from May 2nd. Very important level over here, guys. $760. So ideally, we don't want to see SMCI breaking $760 to the downside. So maybe tomorrow, if I happen to see the bulls starting the trading session below the 5-day moving average, so below $782, and if I see SMCI recapturing $782, that would be the moment in which I would be interested in purchasing maybe 20 or 25 shares. Because take a look, guys. The trade that I started today was with only 20 shares. You have to buy a lot to make money, right? No, 20 shares. Guys, this is a stock that in a few minutes, but literally in a few minutes, it can go up $15. So if you purchase 20 shares, take a look. Guys, today I ended up making $212 with only 20 shares. With a push to the upside of $10. Only $10. You see? So this is a stock that I trade based on momentum exclusively. So again, SMCI opens the trading session tomorrow below 782. It recaptures that level. And in regular market conditions, obviously, I would be interested in starting a trade over here with SMCI. Let me take a look at Anchor VWAPs. Yeah, why not? Let me see. SMCI. We are about to be 1 hour live, right? I think. Let's see. We are 52 minutes in. How about that? Huh? It's been a long day for me, guys. You have no idea. Huh? Excuse me. Correct. It is a very volatile stock. And therefore, if you guys trade options on SMCI, you need to realize that this is a very valuable stock and that you're paying a very high price for the options. So in order to profit out of options, you need a very aggressive move to either the upside or the downside, depending on the fact if you got either calls or puts. This is not a ticker that I would ever trade with options. I don't have the stomach, guys. I do realize that. I do not have the stomach. Okay, so let's see. So get this, guys. Take a look at this Anchor VWAP. This is a very important level that could be maybe signaling that Supermicro could be heading higher or could be starting to recover on a sustainable way. Take a look at this Anchor VWAP that I am signaling with my mouse. This is an Anchor volume weighted average price line that comes from the first trading session of the year. So what information is this Anchor VWAP sending to us? The following: that the average market participants that started positions on Supermicro computer from the first trading session of the year. So these market participants have an average price as of now of $800. So we have a very clear potential area of overhead supply or a potential area of overhead resistance above the current price of Supermicro. So SMCI above $800, I would be getting a bit more bullish. And by doing so, guys, by bursting above $800, at the same time, SMCI would be recapturing the 5-day moving average, in which case we can make a case here that there could be room up to the upward sloping 100-day moving average at $830 ish. Say so above $800, guys. I would be a bit more positive in regards to super microcomputer. What a choppy chart, guys. And also, guys, the earnings report of Dell. You guys know that this is a company. In the case of super microcomputer, this is a server manufacturer, and servers manufacturer. And you guys know that Dell got killed after the report that came out, the earnings report that came out last week, and actually Dell, they downguided. Yeah, so it wasn't a good report, and some way somehow the markets are kind of connecting the poor commercial guidance of Dell with Supermicro. So yeah, a very choppy chart, but above $800, I think that we can become a bit more constructive in the case of Supermicro. By the way, let me take a look at the market structure of SMCI. Let's see. Super microcomputer. Oh, take a look, guys. The demand collapsed. No buyers over here. And the supply is starting to go down, but we need to see more buyers, guys. Yeah, buyers walked away from Supermicro. We can make a case that this occurred because of the Dell effect. Okay, on a worse than expected report, guidance-wise. Because I think that actually Dell beat on EPS and revenue, I think. So we need to see the demand picking up. So be careful, guys. Don't trade the Supermicro below the 5-day moving average. Better to wait then a bit. Yeah, sure. Yeah, we can make that case. Sure. Absolutely. 100%. Okay, guys. Any other request before I wrap it up? I have been streaming for, I don't know, 8 hours in a row. And let's see. And I think that I went over all the stocks. Coinbase. Let's go over Coinbase. That's a fun one. Coinbase. Let's see. So it went up today 2.26%, and it closed the trend session at $257.08. I think that Bitcoin has been going on a tear, guys, right? So you guys know that this is a crypto-related stock. And yeah, I mean, Bitcoin is trading above $70,000. So as long as Bitcoin remains trading above $70,000, guys, we can make a case. And even better, if Bitcoin goes even higher, we can make a case that we have higher prices on deck for Coinbase. Very good looking chart, guys. Clear uptrend above all the moving averages. A brand new a brand new higher high over here. Upward sloping 5-day moving average. So let me zoom out here. Let's see. What a very good looking chart, guys. So the next gap to the upside, guys, and I think that this is a spot at which Coinbase fell today, $265. What was the high of the session today? Let me see. The session high today? Almost $265. So this is an easy one, guys. We have a very noticeable potential area of overhead supply here, or a potential area of resistance at $265. So if you want to go long Coinbase, and if it keeps going higher, you need to see necessarily Coinbase consolidating above $265. So we can make a case that the bulls are gathering momentum in order to fill the next important gap up to $276. Previous resistance back from March 11th. So this, I mean, yeah, super bullish for Coinbase. Being able to consolidate above $265. And in case of a pullback, keep an eye on we can round it up, $250. Previous resistance back from May 28th, and also a previous resistance back from May 30th. I could even be a buyer of this pullback, guys, if Bitcoin keeps holding $70,000. And why? Well, because if we see a test of $250, that would be a test of a previous resistance that now could be acting as a new support with an upward sloping 5, 50, 20, 100, and 200-day moving average. So this could be a potential spot from which Coinbase could be bouncing back up. Let me see the market structure of Coinbase. And in the case of Coinbase, guys, that's another stock that you want to trade on momentum. So ideally, I would like to see this support being violated to the downside, so being broken, and immediately buyers stepping in. I would like to see buyers stepping in like right away, recapturing or being able to recapture $250 and consolidating above that level. That would be the ideal scenario. Or why not? Yeah, bursting above $265 on good volume. That could also be a possibility here. So Coinbase, take a look, guys. The demand is starting to go down. You see, remember, on top of this short demand or buyers, and at the bottom supply. The supply is also going down, so we cannot necessarily make a bearish case over here just because the demand is starting to go down. And on top of that, the level of the demand is way higher relative to the level of the supply. So we cannot, sound any alarm here. But yeah, maybe we could see a bit of profit taken here. And why not a test of $250? And when it comes to anchor VWAPs, I don't think that we have any buyers, or I don't think that we have a lot of buyers trapped here. No, nothing, guys. Pretty much everyone that ever started a position on Coinbase is making money as of now. So this anchor VWAP that I am signaling with my mouse comes from the most recent 52-week high of Coinbase. So these guys have an average price of $231. Nah, forget it, guys. This is a very good looking chart, huh? Broadcom, sure. They post earnings next week. And I can tell you ahead of time that this is going to be the most important earnings report that we have coming up next week. Very good looking chart above all the moving averages. What is the expected move in the case of Broadcom, guys? Let me pull it up here on Earnings Whispers. So Avgo, Broadcom. So we have an expected move of 7.5%, guys, next week. Oh my God. So Broadcom closed the trading session today at $1,400. It went down today 0.84%. So you guys are looking at a expected move of 7%, guys. That implies that Broadcom is very likely to go either up or down. Get these, guys, $100 next week. $100. And the report comes out on June 12th. This report is going to be a market mover, no doubt about it, guys. This report is going to move Nvda, is going to move AMD, SMH, the Qs, no doubt about it. So this is a very good looking short, guys. While Broadcom remains above the 20-day moving average, $1,377. The short is 100% bullish. This could be signaling that we have higher prices coming up for Avgo. I don't know, guys. I wouldn't trade it here, to be honest with you. But let me see. Let me zoom out. Let's see. We have a previous resistance here at. Let me zoom in here. We have a previous resistance at $1,400, guys. Take a look. So Broadcom failed at trying to burst above $1,400 on March 21st and also on April 4th. So this is a previous level of resistance that now could be potentially acting as a new support. So above $1,400, guys. Yeah, the bulls could be gathering momentum in order to make another push higher, and why not fill the gap up to none other than all-time highs at 4,000. I'm tired, guys. $1,441. Sooner rather than later. We can make a case here, guys. Yeah, why not? And take a look, guys. So 74% of the Earnings Whisper subscribers or subs are expecting Broadcom to beat on EPS, revenue, guidance and stuff like that. And 78% of the subs of Earnings Whispers consider that the reaction of the markets to whatever Broadcom is going to post is going to be positive. So wow, we have a very bullish, but I would say an extremely bullish positioning ahead of the earnings report of Broadcom. This is going to be an interesting one. I am not going to take a look at any anchor VWAPs, guys. This stock is pretty much trading at all-time high, so we don't have any. We don't have a lot of buyers trapped above the current price of Broadcom. And when it comes to the market structure, take a look. The demand is going down, and the supply is starting to rise. So this market structure could be potentially signaling that we could see profit taking ahead of the earnings report that comes out next week, potentially. So keep an eye on $1,400, guys. If you guys see Broadcom trading below $1,400 and having issues at bursting above $1,400, we could see lower prices coming up for Broadcom. Okay, guys, I am going to wrap it up. I'm exhausted. 1 hour and 5 minutes. So thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Thanks for tuning in. And I will see you guys tomorrow on Discord. Hopefully. Come on, guys. We need the SPY to go down. Come on. We all want the SPY to go down. So please, kill the tape tomorrow at 9 a.m. Please. What a permaber, right? Bye, guys. Take care. See you guys on Discord. Take care. Bye.